Hey everyone, welcome to Underwater Pet Expo. Finally had an opportunity to step away from running the event for a minute and go grab the camera and take you guys through for a bit of a live stream of the venue. So let's check it out. You can see over my shoulder there, we got the pet stock jumping castle, but let's get inside and see what we got. All right, so here we go. In here, we get the tickets in here. We've got event t-shirts, very snazzy event t-shirts. These are what are helping fund this show. So if you are coming down, be sure to pick up one of these shirts. They got all the sponsor logos on the back and everything like that, obviously with the main event banner on the front there. Come through here. We got a nice little peaceful location here if you just want to have a sit down and relax and enjoy it. Once you walk into the venue, you'll see we've got Aquarium Industries here with this incredible booth. I hope you guys can still hear me okay. We've got this beautiful pelaudrium up there. We've got marine tanks down here. We've got corals over there. We've got Fucata over there, aquascaping live. We've got this space where you can go in and have a go at aquascaping. You see some of the kids here having a crack at it. Doing really good. They've got their rocks and their soil, and they've got some branches to work with. Over here we got the pet stock booth, where they're giving away a $500 pet stock gift card to one lucky visitor. And they've got some pretty cool stuff going on in here too. We'll jump in and have a look. They've got a little bedroom set up. They've got a little desk. Just showcasing where you can put aquariums, because unlike a lot of other pets, you don't need to have a huge backyard, or you don't need to be home to feed them every day. Aquariums really are the lowest maintenance kind of pet that you can have out there, and they can, believe it or not, be really cool little companions. So I like what Pet Stock have done here, and they're showcasing these funky TV style tanks. They've got some other styles of tanks out here, showcasing what's available and what you would put in the lounge room. They've got some little turtle tanks here, which is pretty cool. And they're raising some money here for some charity. Let's check out what we've got going on here. It's for Pet Stock Assist. That's where they're adopting animals. So that's a really cool little feature. Let's have a look here. We've got some fridge magnets, and we've got the water testing. We've got the Pet Stock team here waving away. So you can come down here and get your water tested. And you've also got a little sign here showing how you cycle your aquarium. So you can see we've got the ammonia spiking first, followed by nitrates, and as they convert, nitrites, as they convert into nitrates. And you can see they've even indicated when you probably need to do water changes to keep on top of that. We've got the professor in-house helping you through all your aquarium cycling requirements. So you can actually bring your water sample in, and the guys here will test it for you. So let's keep cruising around here. Whoa, Nelly bumped into a little one there. Okay. Let's come over here and check out the frantic action over here, because this is one of the major draw cards of the Underwater Pet Expo, and that is the Dynomax Australia National Aquascaping Competition. We've flown in the 10 best aquascapers throughout the country so that they can get in here and scape live in front of the audience. And we can see the work they're doing here to create this wonderful... Thomas is posing for the camera. That's how relaxed he is. He's meant to be nervous, and he's got it under control. You see Jag's even, it is 11:45. Jag's already got his tank full of water. This guy obviously wants to go out for a counter lunch. He wants to be finished and done. He's not hanging around till 4, but it's really coming along well. Come over here and see how Willie's going. Willie's come all the way over from WA. He's looking pretty relaxed, so he's obviously pretty happy with the scape. I mean, it looks great to me. You can see the Dynomax tank looks absolutely beautiful. We've got an awesome little mix of soils and plants and rocks in there. It's going to make my way through here. I don't want to get in anyone's way while they're escaping, because they are working hard, and you can see some of the work that goes into making these scapes, but it's looking really good. Steve from SA here all the way over from Adelaide to come and scape for us live. See hard at work here. Some of our scapers doing what they need to do to make this happen. I'm just going to make sure I stay out of their way. I want them all to have the best chance of creating their masterpiece here. Michael from WA, he's loving it there. He's working away with his materials to try and come up with the best scape. Let's see what he's got so far. It's looking pretty cool, but I really like this. You can see some Western Australian inspired rock work in there. Just that's it, WA represent. I like it, good stuff. No, it's looking really good. Everyone's doing a fantastic job. You see Renmart over there. It's got some pretty deep soil going on there. This is such a foreign world to me. The aquascaping scene, but it's something I really want to get involved with. And over here we've got the master himself. We've got Harry Razio working away in front of the audience live, so we can see how one of the world's best aquascapers produces the type of scapes that he does. And we'll get around the front to see it. Whilst it looks spectacular from the back, I'm sure it looks even more spectacular from the front. So we'll just make our way through. You can see we've got a huge crowd here today. I must admit, I worked so hard on this event that I was really hoping for a good crowd, but I've finally had the opportunity to take a bit of a deep breath and just enjoy what's going down and just seeing this event take shape. So we see Harry here working away using a paintbrush, of all things you should do, just to get all those soil beads in place. And as predicted, man, this thing looks even better from the front than it did from the back. I can't wait to see that with a bit of water in there and some plants, but that's an absolute masterpiece. We'll scoot on down here and just have a look at these smaller little scaped nano tanks, because just because you've got a small tank doesn't mean you can't make an absolute masterpiece. Have a look at the work in this here. I don't know what size, it's an IQ5 Dynomax, so it's only a tiny little tank. It's not a lot of room to work with, but they've created this incredible depth to make it look like it's a little piece of bonsai. You'll see some of the other parts of the Dynomax booth in here. We'll just check out. Reman's down there sawing away frantically at a piece of driftwood to make sure that it fits what he needs. And we've got Roger Ramjet himself here working away, setting up his canister, making sure that it's all going to flow. He's obviously ready for water. We might just quickly jump back in here and have a little look at his scape. All the way in from Victoria, and doing a great job as well. Scape's looking killer. Looking really cool. Fantastic stuff. All right, jump in and check out some of the Dynomax display. Brought this beautiful display here. Absolutely. With a whole heap of freshwater. Obviously, they've got a big plant here, but they've also got a whole heap of marine things as well. So they've really got all sections of the market really covered. They've obviously got their tanks, they've got their LEDs, and being the Aqua Hub booth, they've also got Seacam things on display. But absolutely, they've gone to a lot of trouble, and it shows. It looks really cool. Come over this way. We'll just look at some other tanks they've got in place here, because these ones are done with fake plants, and you escaped. Back. As far as artificial plants go, wow, they look absolutely killer. You can even see we got the Dynomax Skimmers here on show. We've got one, and we've even got one running here in a box of water with literally no bio load. It's still producing some skimmer, which is pretty cool to see. And check out this Dynomax drop-off tank. It's got the, it's hard to see, but it's got a sump in here that you can actually slide out. So it's got the filter material and the pump in there. Try to get the camera to pan down and have a look at it. You can see you've got a foam, you've got some noodles, and you've got some floss to polish it, and then your return pump. Pretty cool little feature, and they got one of their LEDs. Skimmer in this one, so they've scaped it, but it's obviously marine capable with the skimmer on there. So that's all looking pretty good. We'll jump over here and we can see we've got Brett here doing a beautiful presentation on the nitrate. You need to get the most out of your tank. So we've got live presentations here. I'm not sure if you can hear me over. But he's telling us all about what we need to do to naturally cycle a tank so that when you do put fish in there, it's good to go. I'm going to just have a little look at the goldfish in there. You can see they had a little corner in their booth, and they just wanted to make it something a little bit more poppy. So they just went ahead and put this wicked little crate tank in there with some goldfish and plants. Here's David Lowe. He's just finished one of his presentations on betas up for beginners, or other. More presentations to come throughout the weekend. You see the crowds here are absolutely astonishing. We are 3 hours after opening, and the crowds are just getting stronger, which is hard to believe, because I'm used to shows where the crowds sort of start off in a rush and then they die down. We're over here now at Nature Aquariums. This is one of our local Melbourne retailers that have got an incredible display. We've got some marine tank here with some clowns. There's some incredible deshi down here. It's going to be kind of hard to see. We've got this gold hammer, some elegance, some beautiful bangos. These guys have done a fantastic job of making that tank available. You notice it's a Cade with a Lumagic Blaze light there. Yeah, thanks Braveheart Reefer. It is an incredible... Coming up to around 2,000 people here at the moment, which is, I don't want to say it's beyond expectations, but it realistically probably is. We were hoping for anything more than 500 over the weekend, and we're now pushing up to, say maybe 1,500 after checking with the ladies at the front counter. But we've had a lot of people come through the gates here today, which is really cool. You can see Nature Aquariums, they're not just showcasing their tanks, but they also have corals for sale. So we've got these beautiful scollies up here. Good prices too. I mean, $200, $250, $100. We've got some more scollies, got some morphs. We've got a beautiful Persian rock here for $200. That's a really nice piece. Got some beautiful bi-colour hammers in there, some hammers that have got multiple colours in the one piece, and some gigantic SPS colonies. You do not normally see colonies that big anymore, so that's pretty cool to see. And in Nature have also got some of these beautiful Pelaudriums here. You can see this one down here, it's got a beta down the bottom, which is pretty cool to see. This one's a water box tank, which is something pretty fancy, so you can see the little beta down here. So we've only got like, I don't know, maybe about 10 centimetres of water in this tank, and then the rest is just all scaped with plants. Running a little Kessel on top of it, which is pretty cool, beautifully lit, and what an absolutely stunning piece to have in your office, or I don't know, even on your kitchen bench. It's just a really awesome piece of nature. We come over here, we can check out the Flooville Tank here. They've got these nice little, I'm pretty sure they're a native freshwater fish in there, and this absolutely stunning ADA nano tank in there with this beautiful shrimp in there. I'm not going to tell you what type of shrimp they are because I do not know, but they are looking pretty cool. And I'm just going to jump over this way. We can see Steve the man himself there weighing out some rocks. He's obviously selling some goods for people to scape their tanks. It's got a good range of API here. We've got Flooville tanks, we've got Aqua One tanks, water box tanks. We jump in here, we can see he's got some plants for sale as well. So if you're getting excited by the scaping, you can come over here and check out all of these dry scaping goods here, from different types of rocks through to driftwoods. We've got soils up the far end there, and then of course your live plants as well. Hey, thanks Darren, Fish Doctor, I really appreciate it, man. We're only just getting our way into the show, but it's been an absolute blast, man. I'm not going to lie, I haven't had a lot of sleep for the last few days, and my body feels like I got hit by a truck, but it's all paying off now because the show's absolutely in top gear. Check out this, absolutely hectic. This is a Cade Pro Reef Series 2, but it's a shallow one. It's like their frag series. I don't know if this has been announced yet. This could be a bit of a special order or maybe a new part in their range. So that's pretty cool to see. You can see this gigantic banner from Adam at Cade has done a beautiful job in just showcasing the clean lines of their tanks, which is really cool to see. Just before we leave the Nature Aquariums, we've got some Sitche Canister Filters. We've got some of their wave pumps on special and a few more bits and pieces. So we'll just keep on rolling. We'll head back over this way and see what we can find. Oh, we've got another display tank here. Actually, there is another tank I have to show you in this display, which I never thought I would say my favorite tank of the show would be a freshwater tank, but this one is it by absolute head and shoulders. This is a tank that Adam has put together from Cade, and it's in a pretty busy little spot, so I'll see if I can get a little bit of floor space to get a camera. Thanks, man, cheers. If you can get a little of that, it's all good. This tank here, this is, I don't know, I think it's maybe a 4-foot Cade. It looks like it is about 2 kilometers because it is the depth it creates. You can see this valley through the middle here where it just kind of zigzags through, just creates this incredible depth. He's got things scaped up the back just to help create that depth, and then some things in the foreground. It is beautiful. I'm fairly sure there are rummy-nosed tetra, a nice little schooling fish in the front. Just what a way to showcase your flagship freshwater tank in this cave here. And Adam put this together with about a month's notice, which, man, I know he's known for their Cade tanks in Australia, but realistically, he needs to be known for aquascaping because that thing is absolutely off the charts. We'll head over here and see Lamb from Fisher Friends. He's come all the way down from Sydney for this event, and he's brought all sorts. He's got marine, he's got freshwater. The dude has it all. You see him there through the crowds. He's smiling. He's still alive. That's good. He's got his trademark corals there, which he always brings to every event. You see, I love the little sign he's got going on there, which just highlights his logo. But check out the hammers there, the scollies, Trachophilias, absolute LPS king. So I mean, if you're looking for some colour for your tank, oh man, thank you. Oh, we can just sneak in here. He's also got some frags. We've got Gonioporas, we've got zoas, we've got all sorts of things in there. So Lamb, man, he knows how to bring it to a show, and he does a great job. The dude drove, did you drive overnight? He drove overnight to be here, so man, that's dedicated. We'll scoot in here while we can and just get a close look at some of these corals. Check out the scollies in there, man. He's got some absolute hectic ones. We've got some acans up there, which I didn't see before. And these hammers here, man. Look at, if you want any color of hammer, I mean, normally when you get a variety of hammers like that, that's something you would have to order in. But I mean, Lamb has it here at a show. You can buy that and take that home today. It's hard to believe. Running a nice little power filter on the back there with a little skimmer built in. Running a couple of them. Keeps this tank crystal clear. Doing a great job. And then check out this wicked, I think this is Dynomax, yeah? Dynomax. Yeah, Lamb's got this IQ9 Dynomax drop-off tank with some of the hectic, just off the chart clowns. Check out some of the designer breeds in here. They are absolutely, these guys come from coastal clownfish up in New South Wales. Matt and Jade breed some of the best clownfish you will find in the country, and what a way to showcase those beautiful specimens. They look absolutely stunning, and I must admit, I'd never thought of such a narrow little drop-off nano tank could look this cool, but that is absolutely stunning. What a way to showcase corals and fish in a beautiful way. Running the new Dynomax LED light as well, which is cool. But we mustn't forget, even though it's Parker's Reefs, we've also got a huge freshwater contingent at this expo. In fact, if anything, it's probably more freshwater. And Lamb and his team have brought some plants here. We've got, you can see we've got fish and plant setups there, so they're in little jars you can take away. We've got some beautiful betas here. I'll try and get the colouring on him. We'll see how we go. And they've done some aquascaping here with the betas. I must admit, this is, when I talk about wanting to get into a aquascapes tank, this is the sort of stuff I want to do. I want to get in with a beta with some aquascaping in there, some plants growing up out of the water. It just looks like such a beautiful little peaceful place that I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Check out these wicked little shallow tanks here with some live plants in there growing away. We've got some slim LEDs. We've got all sorts of plants, sorry. And the team here have got not just livestock. I mean, livestock is fantastic and all, but they've also got all the equipment you need to make it happen. So we've got heaters, we've got filters, we've got food, we've got mold plants. The team have got everything you need there. And then if we head over this way, Gary is here taking care of their beautiful Seahorse tank here. Gary likes to hide. It's all good, Gary. I got the camera down on the Seahorse. I must admit, these are about the most active I've seen Seahorse in a long time. They normally just cling on to something and stay there, but these guys are kicking about a little bit. Aha, this is why he's been feeding them, right? That's one way to get fish up and about. You give them some live food. And look at these guys go, yeah. People say that seahorses are hard to get feeding, but wow, these guys are obviously, they're acclimated to aquarium life because they want to smash those live mysis. Live mysis?
No, this is brine.
Brine shrimp, sorry, yeah, live brine. So even easy, you can breed that yourself at home. It's got some live brine, tip it in, and those seahorse absolutely jump at it. So that's good work, awesome stuff, Gary. So now we're at the AIAA booth. That was where we got the guys over there doing fantastic work. Hop on over now to our Sanking Flow Color booth, which is William here representing Sanking. And Flow Color has brought in the brand new colors of PVC pipe. You can see this fantastic metallic blue. It's kind of hard to replicate on camera. We've got the red that most people are familiar with. And then probably my favorite is the, I think they call it Crescent Moon, this dark gray. I really like the idea of this dark gray mixed with the metallic orange. We're going to just sneak in over this way. And you can see that even with metallic orange, you can still get metallic orange on the taps. And the guys have got these, they've got beautiful true union ball valves, which are really hard to find in Australia at anything that's not a stupid price. We've got these beautiful Crescent Moon elbows here that William's very kindly modeling for us. What a beautiful radius elbow on that. I mean, people are worried about losing flow in their aquariums and trying to use 45s instead. Why would you when you can do it at 190 with a beautiful radius like that? And then like these things come in various colors. We've got even the clear piping there. If you're going to do something like a weir and you want to see where the water level's at, you can get clear. And it's not just clear piping. The guys have clear fittings as well. So like we've got clear PVC 2 thread adapters. We've got elbows. We've got joiners. It's all there. And of course you've got the Crescent Moons as well. These guys do other accessories too. So you've got the top off there. They've got obviously silicone hose, which is something that's often, I'll just pan the camera down a little bit. Silicone hose is something that gets overlooked a little bit. People often just use like your vinyl, but realistically we should be using silicone. The vinyls do break down and cause a bit of trouble. So yeah, that's Will in the Senking Flow Color booth. He's brought some absolute treasures to this show. It's something, if you're looking to plan a high-end aquarium and you wanted to have the plumbing or the sump area as much of a showpiece as you do the display, or you just don't want your filtration system to let your display down, you want to get some good plumbing and make it as much of a feature as you can. We'll head over here and see Patrick. He's all the way over from WA, Sydney, Australia. Check out some of these canister filters here. Holy heck. I'm assuming that's for a pond because I cannot imagine that in a home aquarium. This thing's an absolute beast. What a tank, what a canister filter. Look at this. Patrick himself is going to show us the way here. You turn that filter there, lift that up. Look at that, pump it in. You don't even need to power that to clean it. You do it by manually pumping things. What an amazing innovation. You can see the cutaway here that shows those actions. You can see the different grades of filter mesh in there. Something pretty cool. And obviously Sydney, I've done a little bit of work with Sydney on the channel for the I've done their return pumps and their wave pumps. We've got a lot of their pond features as well. You can see there's cool like little lily lights here. You can see they light up and you can have the water coming out of the center of them. We've got pond pumps. We've got their larger items down here. Where we've got, that's like a filter for your pond. We'll come in, we can check out the Sydney. This is the pump that I did a review on, their new Wi-Fi controllable pump. They've got that in a tank here with these little bio balls to show you the flow it generates. Nice way of doing it. One thing I really like that I need to get my hands on for some of my frag tanks are these Seachem Tidal hang-on power filters. These things I saw in Western Australia when we did frag stock over there, and they are an absolute beast. I don't know if I would do a non-sump tank without one of these anymore. So I'm going to hit up Patrick later and see if he can leave a couple of these with me, because you can check out the unit here. Not only does it pull water from down the bottom, it's also got a surface skimmer. You can see the water level there. You can put all your items in the back, so you can put different media in there. I think you can possibly fit a heater. You can put all sorts of accessories. You can see they've even got some of the media here if you want to put matrix, zeolites, carbon, whatever you need. You also got the polishing pads. So these things, as far as I'm concerned, for a frag show or even just a frag tank or a temporary setup, what a way to go. Even if it's not temporary, if it's permanent, that's going to be a really nice way to add filtration without having to go to a sump. All right, now we've got the Sydney skimmers. These things are brand new on the market. These have not been, they have not seen the light of day yet. And one more thing I want to show you here. It says coming 2020. We are in 2020, and the Aqua Vitra Senator dose, I'm not sure it's Sentia, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but let's go, that is here. Check out these little units here. They are tiny. It looks like they can clip together. You can have little banks of them. Oh, I've only clipped one on the side there. I'm going to get kicked out if I start breaking things. But you can see that's how they clip together, and you can build these banks of them. You can see they come in different colors, so you can specify what they're going to be, what they're pumping, all nifty things like that. Now, we've got this gigantic banner here showcasing the Sydney control range of products. So we've got their return pumps over this side. We've got the wave pumps over here, showing all the different features you can do with the app. I recently featured the Sydney Extreme Pump on my channel, so if you want to check out the review of that, it'll be in one of my recent videos. And the app's got all the controls you can need. Not to mention you can do all the things remotely, which is sometimes handy if you've plugged wires or controllers away in the back of your tank. The guys here have also got their immersive experience where you can put on these VR goggles and swim with sharks or whales. I haven't done it myself yet because I do feel a little bit queasy when I do things like that, but people have told me it is an absolute mind trip. So maybe before I get too tired today, I'll give that a crack. We'll head around the corner here to the Aqua Depot Imports booth. Now we can see we've got some Tunsy items here on display, and we've got Mr. Axel Tons all the way from Germany here himself. This is quite a big coup for the expo to have such a stalwart of the industry over here. We're back live. Okay, great. We're back in it. Yep, we're rolling. Cool. Sorry about the interruption there, guys. We had a phone call which ended the live stream for me. We got the Reef Kinetic here, the automatic doser, which is fairly new in Australia. Aqua Depot Imports have just secured the distributorships for this. So this little unit here is a fully automated tester. It grabs samples out, puts them using the syringe, measures out precise amounts, puts them in another vial, stirs them, waits for color changes, and tells you the results. Does that all automatically. Obviously, it needs liquid reagents to work, but what a pretty cool little unit. We've got the awesome range of Tunzi pumps, lights, their magnets. We've got their skimmers ranging from their, also can't forget their top-off unit here. That's like the industry stalwart. We've got their nano pumps, we've got their nano skimmers, then we start getting up into their bigger items. We've even got the macro algae reactor over here, which is really starting to gain a fair bit of traction. And then once you come around the corner here, we go into the Kamoa section for the Aqua Depot Imports booth. And we've got all the new Kamoa gears here. So we've got their little X1 dosing pump. We've got their FX STP2 continuous dosing pump. We've got the F4 Pro. We've got their other units. We've got their auto water change unit. And then we've got the Neptune Apex part of the section, which has got the what people often call the unicorn. We've got the Apex Trident here. These things are very, very rare in Australia. So we will do what we can to get these out here as soon as possible. The team here have now secured a couple of these, and they will be getting more in future. Sorry guys, I just had someone talking in my ear whilst recording, but we're all good. We've also got the other Apex items here. So we've got the base units, we've got expansion modules, we've got their top-off units, and then over here we've got the Aquatic Life hybrid lights. These things have been very, very popular. People are very keen to get their hands on these. They're about the slickest looking hybrid you're going to find. You can add your own LEDs down the middle here, so if you want to run Kessels or you want to run Illumagics, whatever LEDs you want to run, you can add them in the middle. And then you've got these beautiful T5 reflectors on the outside just to help give you a bit of spread. The team here at Aquarium Gallery have also got their Fire Aqua Nano tanks. We've got a couple of these on display over here at 50% off for a show special, which 50% off, I mean, these guys will be losing money on these. And what a beautiful little tank. This one here is 25 litre setup, and it comes complete. It's got a light, heater, hardscape. Everything you see there, you get. It's $140. They say 50% off. Maths may not be my strongest point, but if I double 140, it's only 280, so it's actually more than 50% off. Likewise, in the smaller unit, we've got the 15 litre tank here, down to $125, comes with everything again. So you've got the light, you've got the filter, you've got the heater, you've got the hardscape. I think you will need to add plants to that, but that's a heck of a deal. We come over here, we can see Jared from Premier Pet doing what he does, talking to the public. He's brought in his Aquatopia range of heaters and power filters. We've got some pH up water treatments here. We can see these nifty little beta houses here where we've got, what do we got, 5 beta tanks in the one there. We can see we've got the Aquatopia range of fish foods. Let's make sure I'm not bumping into anyone. Awesome range of things there. We've got these nifty little tanks. This is an Aquatopia range of nano tanks. We've got little filters built in the back. Really nice to see. Come over here, we can go a good range of Seachem products here. So we've got the ever famous Prime and Stability, but also some of the other things. We've got their Aqua Vitro range, which is their sort of more premium brand. We can see some more of those tanks. We've got some of the Eheim power filters and some of the Eheim substrate or media. We'll come around here. We've got some of the Eheim heaters. Now, are these thermo control heaters? Eheim Jaeger heaters have been the absolute industry stalwart. You see some more of these awesome Seachem Tidal power filters. And then over this way, we've got some of the big Eheim canister filters and some of their smaller pumps. Out the front here, we've also got some beta tanks with some really cool little betas here. We'll just pull the camera over there. Looks like most of the betas are solar. There's a couple still in there. They're still doing okay. Oh, there's another one there. So they're laying low, but yeah. Oh, that's a pretty cool little tank there with the, he's a real fancy beta. Look at the white and red on that guy. I can't imagine what he looked like once he's got a light over him. That's pretty cool to see. All right, we've got to keep rolling because we've got so much more to cover and people are still chasing me because I've got to still try and run this event while I'm doing this live stream, but thankfully things are ticking along pretty good. You see we've got this Aqua One booth here from Kongs in Australia. Absolutely stunning display. Check out these fake, I guess they would be anemone inserts. Stunning pieces. So cool to see. And then we've got some other inserts in their Aqua One tanks. I mean, everyone knows Aqua One. They make some of the best tanks in the game. Super affordable, come in a range of size, range of colors. We've also got some of their bow front tanks here, some of their other types. You can see we've got some wet over here. We've got this little one done here that looks like it's set up like on a picnic rug. They've got wine in there, the glass. They've got a little axolotl in there, which is pretty cool. But what a beautiful booth. They've got so much going on there. You see we've got so we've got a lot of people here working on making custom coral inserts. Good job, Phil. I like it. Just one of our comments on live there. We can see over here at the Aquaforest booth, now we've got Mr. Serwin from Aquaforest himself, the CEO, has come all the way down under for Underwater Pet Expo. And the man feels right at home in the Aquaforest booth. You can see he's got a huge range of products there to work with. Looks like we've got the brand new Aquaforest dry rock here. We've got their range of salts. We've got the lemon family here, two of my favorite people in the industry. We've got salt, we've got component 1, 2, 3. We've also got, being Oz Aquariums, they're also the distributors for Waterbox. So they've got a beautiful peninsula on display here. The silicon work and glass on these things is impeccable. And I know because we were building this late last night, so it's looking really good. I'm glad to see you're enjoying the video, Samuel. Thanks for joining in. Come over here to the next part of the Oz Aquarium display. We've got the Pacific Sun. We've got Presmec here all the way out from Poland. He's come out to support Pacific Sun. We've got some fantastic discounts. We've got 10% off all of the Pac Sun range, and I think potentially, don't take me on this, but we've got 25% off the algae reactors, I think, which is pretty cool. We've also got the full range of tropical foods here, and I tell you what, they have a large range. Check out all the foods there. Obviously, have a pretty big presence in the freshwater scene, but some of the foods are also for marine. This one here is new in Australia. The Pro Defense comes with probiotics built into the food, which a few of the brands are doing now, and it's really cool because it helps break down any food that's either not eaten by the fish, so it doesn't cause a lot of waste in your tank, or it also helps your fish internal gut health. Plus, also when it comes out the other end of the fish, it's a lot healthier. And there's the man himself, Presmex, come all the way out from Pacific Sun. Really cool to have some big international names come to the show. Alright, it looks like my battery is getting a little bit tired on the gimbal. We'll forge ahead and see how we can go. If it gives up the ghost on me in a while, I'll just go handheld, but I think we're all good. We'll see how we go. Okay, over in this corner here we have PIAA, the Pet Industry Association of Australia. These guys have been a huge support in getting this show up and off the ground, so a big thank you to them. You can go and visit the PIAA team, get some information on what you need to do to become a member and how they can help you through this journey. Alright, I'm going to just switch. I think we're good. Yeah, my gimbal's trying to give up on me. You can see we've got Aquapets running a competition here where you can win this tank, which is pretty cool. They've also got some absolutely ripping deals on Seacam Prime and Stability. They've got the Eheim Classic Filters. They've got this gigantic tank over here. We're going to try and get in there. Here's Raymond himself. Aquapet. Come and see Raymond at Aquapet, the best in the West. You won't find a bigger aquarium, so just moved to a new premises, which is even bigger. You see we've got some cool, I think there are a cichlid in there. Over here we've got a freshwater, couple of freshwater rays, which poor dude Raymond, he did get barbed by one before, so his hand's a little bit swollen, but we forge on. We come over this way, we can see the guys here from Triton. They've got this big booth going here. They're here to talk about all things about modern aquarium keeping, about ICP testing, about the Triton method, their range of elements that they've got. You can see we've got some guys from Monsoon Aquatics here, which is really cool to see. Sorry, my gimbal is just trying to give up on me, so I'll just turn the gimbal off and we'll switch to handheld. Alright, so let's have a look over here. I apologize, it's going to be a little bit shakier, but we'll do what we can. Let's see what we got over here. Raymond's got the full range of the Pisces plants here. I know they look like roast chickens, but they are in fact live plants. He's got a good assortment of his own brand of Aquapet tanks, which is really cool to see. He's got a good example of them there. We've got some different pricing on them there. Sorry, Phil. I apologize. The gimbal's working hard. I haven't had a chance to charge it up while we've been assembling this huge expo. Come over here, we'll see the team from Aqua Premium. Chris and the team here do an absolutely awesome job at all of these events. They've got a great range showcasing their Aqua EL tanks, pumps, heaters, you name it. They've got Canister Filters over there. They've got a good range of things. They've also got a full range of foods as well. They carry Da Vinci Foods. They also carry, I'm fairly sure if we come over here, yes, here we go, New Life Spectrum, which is pretty much I mean, if you're into the fish game, you would have heard of New Life Spectrum, whether you're into marine or freshwater. Come over this way, we can see they got the Marine Pure range of products here, from the blocks to the plates to the balls to the chips, I think they call them, or rocks. We've got a little setup there showcasing how they flow through. We've also got the poly filter there, which is a really innovative product that doesn't get the amount of attention it probably should on most platforms. I think it's a pretty cool little mechanical filter that also pulls out a lot of chemicals in water, which is really cool to see. We'll pop in over here and we'll check out some of the live phytoplanktons, some of the mysids, copepods, baby brine shrimp. Chris here is an absolute stalwart in the industry for breeding things like this. Not just foods, he also does some beautiful, we'll get in here and have a look. We've got a little anemone in there. We've got some shrimp here at different ages. We can see them coming through. Oh wow, he's got all sorts happening in here. So he's got a little bit of a backlog of customers here, so I won't get in their way. But you can also see he's got some information up there on the type of things he's breeding. And I'm going to try and read it while I talk it out to you guys. So he does breed sexy shrimp, I know that, as well as all these foods, and he's also working on some other shrimp. Absolutely really cool to see. We're now at the Deer Park Aquarium booth, where we've got an awesome range of Kessel products, Aquaforest. We even got the, you see the Aquaforest seawater and their ICP tests now come in their boxes like the other ones. We've got Auto Aqua top-offs. We've got the Aquarium system range of chemicals. And of course, Deer Park Aquarium don't do shows without bringing livestock. So they've got this awesome tank here lit up by Kessels, and it looks like Delua Reef Brights here. We've got a bunch of clowns. We've got this huge nem in there. We've got some glitter gonies. I can see we've got some scollies. We've got Montiporas, Zoas. We've got some WA staghorns there. I can see some acans and button scollies. Looks like Sean over there is keeping tabs of everything. He's trying to hide from the camera, but he's all over it. Also got this beautiful little forest fire anemone there. We see some more Cynarias and some gonies. Starting to lose my voice as I get someone into my weekend. We've got the Aquarium Gallery guys here. They've come, Gallery Aquatica have come all the way down from Queensland for this event. They brought some of their trademark frosted rose bubble tips. They've got some of their accessories too in the stubby holders, and their now very famous Morph and Recordia catches. We've got some of their frags too, which we know Arnia loves getting away into a frag room. And we've got Thomas that's come all the way down to represent the brand here. So nice work, Thomas. Absolutely stellar effort to come all the way from Queensland for this show, so we thank him. We've got the team here from Product. We've got Mandy all the way out from Singapore to this show, bringing the range of Product foods so we can all have a look at them. We've got lots of information here, different foods, different granules. They've got their test kits. They've got some smaller packets. Got all the nifty things there. We swing over this way. We got the guys from the YouTubers booth. How you going, guys? All good? Good, yep. This is our YouTube studio, so the guys here are going to be streaming live. I've got to swing back by a little bit later so I can jump on their channels, but make sure if you're following this, be sure to get into the OzFishTubers hashtag, because we're really trying to grow this. Other countries do it really well, where they really support their aquarium YouTubers. Where Australia, we're doing okay, but we want to pick up the slack. We want to get up there and just showcase that we can do this as well as everyone else. We've also got this awesome, we've got these handouts here today where you can see all of the live stream schedules that they do. So these guys stream live all the time. They in fact, they've pieced together a schedule so you can see the times. You can see like down the wormhole is 4 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on a Monday. And there's a full list of them there. And I couldn't stop by without a little plug of my own brand here, salted-water.com. There is a special running this weekend. Underwater Pet Expo is the coupon code. You'll save $5 off every shirt. So let's have a look. We've got a nice little display here. The guys are showcasing their aquariums. We've got some other giveaways here. They're doing win a massive BioPro gift pack. There's a few things you have to do there. You got to like the Aquarium Spare Parts on Facebook, subscribe to Blake's Aquatics on YouTube, and comment on any video with the hashtag AskBlake. good way to support these guys. They've done a lot to get involved in this event, and we really need to try and back our fish tubers. There's not a lot that they can't do. We've got a couple of guys down there from Sydney. We'll come over here to the Delua booth. The guys are showcasing their range of products. We got their lights. So this is their LED bars, where we've also got, I say also, they do reef ones as well as freshwater ones, and I normally only think of them of the reef ones, but there is 2 of these bars lighting up this tank, and there's no shortage of light, so that's pretty incredible. We've got their range of trace elements down here, which they've worked with, or not just trace elements, macro and trace elements. They've worked with Coral Essentials to get up and running. We've got the E-Coral Doser, we've got their ever famous Illumagic Blaze, we've got some of them up on display. We've got the Coral Essentials range. We've got the Blue Vet range of products, which is great for fighting different cyanos and aptasias. We've got the Pax Bellum reactors. And let's see what else we've got over here. We've got a marine tank on display as well, where we've got a huge, looks like a huge elegance coral in there, a couple of elegance corals. We've got some dashies, and of course lit up by Illumagic Blaze with some of the vitamin E strips, which is really cool. The way they mount onto those lights is really nice. Come over this way, we'll check out, we've got the Straight Coral Essentials range, as well as the Delua collaboration with Coral Essentials. Got the E-Coral doser, as well as the power board there, because of course E-Coral have got an aquarium controller. I must come back around here because I nearly forgot these guys on the corner. We've got the guys here from Aqua Blue Distribution. They've got the brand new AI lights on range there. We've got the Vectra return pumps. We've got the Vortec 60s. I think they've got some 40s around here too. We've got some of the other items there around their reef roids. We've got their carbon and glues. Let's have a look, come over this way. This is some of the stuff people really wanted to see, and this is the brand new Radion. This has got the XR30 Blue and the XR30 Pro. These are the brand new lights, just hit the country. And they've got them lit up on this tank so we can see them up nice and high so everyone can check them out. And then they've also got the brand new range of AI lights on there on display. And then hidden down in here, we've got the brand new, not to be mentioned yet, we've seen the AI wave pump before, but we've got the Nero 3. So we've had the Nero 5 before, you can see it on the left there, and the Nero 3. What a cool little pump. The Nero 5, about the only thing I had negative to say about that was that it was just too powerful. So thankfully they've taken that on board and they've released a smaller one. This is an item I'm dying to get my hands on because I've got endless uses for them. This is the Versa dosing pump that is controllable. It connects to the cloud. It can run continuously. You can use it for automatic water changes, for feeding calcium reactors, you name it, or even just dosing supplements. You can do it with this tank, with this pump here. So that's really cool to see. We've also got the range of Continuum products over there from Ocean Nutrition. We've also got the range of rocks. We've got John Sim here, another viewer. He's going to get a photo of us while we're live streaming. We've got the Carib Sea Live Rock range. Real Life Rock. I've got to remember what it's called. Life Rock. I was right the first time. Carib Sea Life Rock, which is really cool to see. All right, let's keep on moving. There's still so much more to see, but we've got to wrap this live stream up because I've got so much work to do. I really appreciate everyone joining into this channel. I will quickly sneak in here because we've got some of our frag stock sellers in here, and it's a hotly contested little space. So we've got Keith McAuliffe here. He's got a tank full of bits and pieces, including some of his captive bred clowns. We've got Rainbow Monty, we've got Red Cap Monty in there, we've got Zoas, we've got Fluffy Moss. Over here you can see Daniel Leal knows where to find some of the hardcore SPS. This tank here is the collaboration between Dee and Sasha. They got some of the most exotic SPS under the sun. I can see some crazy Chalice, Gold Rush Monties, Green Goblins, various Digis. Check out that yellow Samacora. Absolutely cracking pieces. These guys normally have some red Cadillacs and various bits and pieces in there. Over here we've got the Urban Reefer. So we've got Philip Doan himself. He's got some really cool pieces, including this beautiful frosted rose bubble tip down in there. Oh, thanks, Christopher. I appreciate the thoughts, man. Check out, before I nearly forgot this thing. Have a look at this unbelievable red Hedoni carpet. That thing is off the charts, but he doesn't just have crazy high-end stuff. We've got some leathers, we've got some star polyps, we've got various ranges of zoas, we've got pokies, we've got, looks like some green goblins too. In fact, I'll show you the price list here so you can get an idea of what we're working with. So they're the prices they're from. There's all sorts of different species of corals there. And of course, Philip doesn't just propagate corals, he's got nice little frag pods, and he's got various other things. So be sure to check out the Urban Reefer. He's got some really cool things and does a great job here in Melbourne. So I like to support those who are supporting the industry, and Philip's always been behind any frag stock or obviously Underwater Pet Expo that I've done before. So we'll keep on rolling. My arm is getting tired of holding the camera now that my gimbal's given up the ghost, but we are nearly there. We're just going to swing past the Aquatic's booth here. These guys worked day and night to get there. You can see we've got a range of foods in here. We've got their medicating salts. We've got all of their filter wool products and meshes. We've got some of their bulk supplies of KH powders of various different pHs and things. We've got general KH conditioners, full range. Aquatic, these guys have an incredible catalogue of all sorts of different bits and pieces, so be sure to jump on their site and check it out. We've also got their liquid things over there, so I'm not going to jump in because the salesman's working hard at showcasing his range of products to the public. We'll swing over into this way. We've got the Aquariums Australia booth, which George has brought down a good assortment of Octo. There's Neptunian cubes. Check out the sump on this thing here. It's an absolute stunner. Neptunian cubes have just got such incredible stumps. They're not stumps, they're slumps. With all the plumbing and dosing lines and things in the back there. You've got your power center with temperature controllers. And of course you've got your range of, you've got their skimmers, their algae reactors, their pumps, you name it. We've also got the clear. These things have been pretty hotly contested. The filter wool, or the filter sock replacements. Come over this way, we've got a range of max spec products. We've got their return pump, we've got their dual inlet skimmers. See the LED, we've also got the max spec, the new max spec Gaia flow pump. That's pretty cool to see. And of course the Neptunian cube here. We've got some more of their turbine duo flow pumps there. We've got the ethereal LED, and this looks like that's a power supply, so a spare power supply, that's hardcore. All right, I won't get sidetracked. We'll jump in here. We've got a beautiful Neptunian cube tank. I know they're all called Neptunian cubes. This one's clearly not a cube. It's a huge tank. Absolutely stunning bit of gear. We'll come around this way so we don't get in the way of the staff here. We've got the great range of fauna marine products here. Aquariums Australia bring these in. We've got all of their reference fluids. We've got their probiotics, their buffer powders. We've got their very famous balling sets, which come in a pretty large container. I've just got my partner in this show messaging me asking if I'm free, and I will be there very soon, Ravi, I promise. We've got these beautiful little displays here. This one I know George and Michaela were working away at last night, and it has turned out really well. The way it pumps the water along the top there and filters down through, really cool. We've got this incredible display of ADA tools and accessories. This is just an absolutely beautiful way to showcase the range of products. You've even got the ADA soils down the bottom there. There's George himself showing some people about the products, but we'll just jump in and check out. Look at the beautiful ADA canister filter, which I'm told is stainless steel because it keeps the water slightly cooler, which is apparently better for the bacterias than the temperature we run the tanks at. So that's pretty cool to see. All right, we'll come around here. We've got a Teco, their brand new energy efficient range of air conditioning. Oh, not air conditioning. My God, I am tired. It is a chiller for your aquarium. We've got the Red Sea range here. So we've got the calcium alkalinities, their Nopox, their coral nutritions. We've got the beautiful Red Sea LEDs up in there, in that beautiful housing. Red Sea sure know how to make an absolutely high-end looking tank. Come around this way, we can see they've got a Red Sea Reefer set up here with some coral and livestock in there. Really cool to see. We've got the man himself, Lee from Red Sea. We've got their wave pumps, the brand new Reef Wave 25 in there, showcasing the flow from that pump, how well it works. When we come over this way, we've got the Bioscape set up here. These are some fancy bits of gear. Check out this incredible tank. We've got David Lowe up here announcing that Mr. Paul Talbot is about to do a presentation, so we'll go up and have a quick look at that in a second. I'm checking out some more of these Bioscape setups. Beautiful tanks. I really like the cabinetry on them. We've got these nice setups, a beautiful scaped tank down here. That's very, very nice. I imagine that took some time to put together. We've got this Exoterra beautiful tank here, which has got the misters in it, so you can keep the plants in there moist. Some more beautifully scaped tanks in here. These ones are done with dry scapes, but look really, really nice. We've got some of the Exoterra range there. I'd love to get in and just have a little look at that tank there. I'll do what I can. I'll just try the gimbal and see if it's going to work because my hand is dying. All right, the gimbal's working. We're back in business. We'll pan around here. We've got the Flooville range of canister filters there. We've got some of the Flooville pumps, APIs, the Flooville hang-ons. We've got, let's see, we've got some Flooville, some Jewel tanks over here. And we'll come over this way to see the Reef Gallery, guys, because people want to see this crazy, I've forgotten the name of it, Royal Exclusive sump. Check out the size of that huge sump. I'm told that that's worth $30,000 to $40,000 Australian. Absolutely mental. The guys here have also got some corals for sale. So we've got some gold torch, we've got some trachyphyllias, we've got some recordias, and they've got some tanks here that you just add water to. These things are all in one, $300. You got your tank, your light, your rock, your sand, return pump, heater, everything you need. So some really cool little instant setups for people at home. And come and grab one of these tanks and be on their way. All right, we are nearly there. It's a huge expo, I know. I'm tired walking around it, let alone setting it up. So we've got the team here from livefish.com.au. They're running some promotions where you can scan and win up to $2,000 worth of prizes, which is unbelievable. We'll jump in here and check out some of their tanks, because they've done a lot of work in setting up these tanks, getting the livestock in there. Let's have a look. We've got some corals in here for sale, 20% off and free shipping. That's a heck of a deal. We've got some beautiful trachyphyllias, gonies, scollies, lobophyllias, favias, hammers, chalice. Just to rattle a few off the top of my head, we've got beautiful little angel down here, some Banggai cardinals, we've got flame angel with some damsels in there, elegance coral, come over this way. Looks like, oh, a beautiful rhino. I just saw him hiding in there. What a cool fish. With some nice rhodactis in there. And then we come over this way to check out the freshwater tanks, which are absolutely popular. You can see there's a crowd around these tanks, which is cool. It's what we want to see. We've got some really nice little setups down there. Some really cool skates. I quite like the little backboards they put in these tanks. Over the far end there, we got some discus, which is good to see. All right, let's come around this way. We'll see we've got some Seahorse here too. Seahorse, something that I've traditionally not liked at all, but they're starting to grow on me. These guys are much more active than what I've seen before, so it's pretty cool to see. All right, we've made our way back around. We've got some eShop display items here. We're here at the presentation here to see Daniel Kimberley from Monsoon Aquatics. He's talking about how he collects sustainably coral and how they go about doing that. So he's got some of his team in the crowd there. We can see Marcus from Reef Nerd there. We're streaming that one, so I'm sure if you want to get a better overview of that video, be sure to check out Marcus's channel at reefnerd.com.au. Sorry, not .com.au, just Reef Nerd on YouTube. Wow, I am tired. All right, we are nearly there, guys. I'm just going to jump up to the mezzanine just to give you a bit of a bird's eye view of the show and show you also the presentation space that we have up here. And then I'm going to sign out and maybe just catch a moment's rest because I am absolutely spent. We've still got the guys here ready to do the presentation, all set there. I will get some presentation. I will announce to get some guys up here to hear Paul Talbot talk soon, and then we'll just get a bird's eye view of this show. It's quite a big show. This is a big venue and it's jam-packed. It's I really appreciate everyone that's got behind this. It's a pretty amazing feat for someone that has never done this before. This is not my job. I have a full-time job. I've got there's Shane down there. Guys that come all the way from New South Wales. You can see we've got people around this way. We've actually got people underneath this floor that we're on now. Come around here, you can see all of the booths. There's booths even down here, and there's even some down around under where we are. But wow, what a show. The number of people that have got behind this and made it happen, it really means a lot, guys. I thank you all, even people that are just regulars on my YouTube channel. Your support has led to this. I can't wait to do this show again. I can't wait to make it even better. I'm not going to say we had no trouble at all. We had quite a lot of hurdles to overcome, but I mean, the results speak for themselves. This is a pretty successful show, so thank you again, and till next time, guys, I'll hopefully get some more footage and I'll put it in a non-live stream of the event where I can actually take some time in editing it and get you a little bit more rich content. But I know we've got people like Marcus from Reef Nerd right there. We've got the fish tuber guys we've got Aquamate, we've got Blake's Aquatics, we've got Dr. Black, there's Bodgy from Australia. We've got so many guys here covering this event that if I don't get another, what are we up to now, 55 minutes to cover it again, be sure to check out their channels because I know they've got a bit more time to prepare some incredible footage for this event. So thanks again, guys. I'll sign out. Till next time, bye.